Hello everyone, a very good evening. Welcome to Shri Primetime News. I'm Sursi Gunasekara. Let's look at the headlines first.
Tamil National Alliance sets demands for false backing. India to take part in defence chief dialogues in Sri Lanka. Current government has not created any permanent jobs, Ranil says.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has demanded an investigation into allegation that the former Norwegian government had funded the LTTE during the war.
Speaking at a function in Kurunegala last day, the president said that his government have evidence to back the allegations, and so the current Norwegian government must investigate the claims. He noted that former Norwegian Peace envoy Erik Solheim, who was also a minister in the Norwegian government during the war, had told the Sri Lankan government that the military will not be able to defeat the LTTE. However, the president says that government was able to prove him and others who had no faith in the military wrong. The president also noted that now Solheim has offered to give evidence before the United Nations-led investigation on Sri Lanka.
India will join 7 other South and 10 Asian member nations at the inaugural South and Southeast Asian Nations Defence Chief Dialogue 2014 from November 27 to 29 in Colombo.
The conference will be held at the Kingsbury Hotel in the Colombo and the Waters Edge Hotel in Battaramulla. Defense chiefs of these 18 nations will attend the event. Senior defense officials from China and Russia are also expected to participate as observers.
Sri Lanka government refused to release suspect maintains close ties with LTTE organization.
Sri Lankan security proposals recently arrested Krishna Raj and recovered a set of application forms used to testify before the United Nations Commission on Sri Lanka War Crimes. United Nations Human Rights Commissioner Said Rad Al Hussein requested the Sri Lankan government to release the suspect. However, Sri Lankan government denied the request made by the Human Rights Commissioner and also decided to conduct further inquiries against him.
Bodubala Sena General Secretary Venerable Galagoda Atte Gnanasara says that the upcoming presidential election that divides Buddhist force is the Bodubala Sena.
The Bodubala Sena had organized a youth conference in Colombo yesterday. Expressing his views further on the occasion, Bodubala Sena General Secretary Venerable Galagoda Atte Gnanasara stated.
The National Freedom Front media spokesperson Mohammad Muzamil has said that the Sri Lankan Muslim Congress is functioning with communal racism.
Adding further to the above statement, the media spokesperson also said that the Muslim Congress is demanding for a separate administrative district at the Eastern Province. But if it is requesting for the love of the people, it got no issues. But the Muslim Congress is requesting for the separate administrative district based upon the racism. Adding further to the above statement, the National Freedom Front media spokesperson Mohammad Muzamil has said even through several years passed by the Muslim Congress could not resolve the issues faced by the Muslim people because of this party is trying to initiate racism, and due to this the innocent Muslims are facing their losses and meeting out its impacts.
The Tamil National Alliance has set 3 conditions to offer support to back as presidential candidate at the next election.
TNA MP Suresh Premchandran has told that the TNA has not yet decided who they will back at the election, and the TNA will consider supporting a presidential candidate based on 3 main conditions. The prospective candidate who we decide to back should promise the withdrawal army from the north and east and the resettled people in the north, release Tamil political prisoners who have been kept in the prison for many years without proper verdict, and should agree to provide a political solution to the Tamil national issues in the country, he added.
Opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe states that the development program of the government.
The government does not create permanent jobs. Addressing a meeting held in Bandaragama, opposition leaders said a future UNP government would create 1 million jobs.
Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa states that post-war victories Sri Lanka achieved are extremely crucial.
Addressing a seminar held yesterday, Defense Secretary said after defeating LTTE militarity, the government also took steps to disarm certain groups in the north. Defense Secretary also retired that if the government did not disarm such groups, C.V. Vigneshwaran would not have become the Chief Minister. "466 workers of Kottaganga State in Rangala, Kandy, which operates under a state plantation corporation, are currently staging a strike. The workers are demanding against the state administrative authorities for assigning them a limited number of days to work per month. A special media discussion was held by the Defence Ministry in the view of the completion of the 25th year of the Jathika Namaluyana, the largest snuff forest and the pink quartz mountain in the Asia. A sum of around 300,000 rupees was robbed from a shop in Paduka on Sunday afternoon. Police stated that two robbers travelling on a motorcycle had entered the shop and scared its employees before carrying out the robbery. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says several parts of the Kaltar districts are to experience a 12-hour water cut. The areas affected include Kaltara North, Kaltara South, Waskaduwa, Waduwa, Payagala, Beruwala, Aludgama and Darga Town.
Red warning lights are once again flashing over the states of the global economy, the Prime Minister has said.
Speaking after the G20 meeting of world leaders, David Cameron said a dangerous backdrop of instability threatened Britain's recovery. We should stick to our long-term plan. In a Guardian article, he warned of that impact of conflict, low growth and the Eurozone on the brink of recession. Labour said Britain's economic recovery was still not being felt at home.
US President Barack Obama has condemned the killing of US aid worker Abdul Raham Kazik as an act of pure evil.
Islamic State militant group released a video showing a masked man standing over a severed head, with the White House confirmed was Mr. Kazim. His parents said he died as a result of his love for the Syrian people. Mr. Kazim, 26, was taken while working for the refugee group. He is the fifth Western hostage to be killed by IS, which controls parts of Syria and Iraq.
Angelo Matthews' maiden ODI century scored against India.
"We are playing for pride and we are not the kind of team to lose 5-0, Matthews had said at the toss, and when his own top order failed again, Matthews took on the job himself. Having walked in at 73 for 3, then seen his team slip to 84 for 4. Matthews provided first the spine, then the muscles of Sri Lanka's first competitive score of the series.
That's all from She News Desk today. Have a pleasant evening. Good night.